Welcome to Drawfee, where we take dumb ideas
and make even dumber drawings.
I'm Nathan.
I'm Tristan.
I'm Jacob.
I'm Julia.
and we are
Spider-Man.
far from home.
Okay.
No, we're not.
I'm not that far.
I live in Brooklyn. It's like a 30-minute commute. It's not bad.
We are far from home.
The new office actually saves me like 10 to 15 minutes on the commute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
me
my
too.
commute
I'm
is
actually
so much
closer.
shorter.
The commute's shorter, but I get less walking.
That's true.
Uh-huh.
We're far from home.
Or less slinging from buildings because Spider-Man.
Okay. I guess that won't fit on the poster.
Because Spider-Man.
Uh-huh.
I like that the first one was Homecoming.
Uh-huh.
And are they all going to have home in the title?
Question mark.
Home style. That's going to be the
Home
third one.
improvement.
Home Alone.
Home fries. That'll be it.
These are the next 5 sequels.
We're
We're
made
doing.
them all.
What are we doing? Spider-Man villains?
We're doing Spider-Man villains. The new Spider-Man movie's coming out. It's got all sorts of Jake Gyllenhaals and whatnot. in them.
That's so many Jake Gyllenhaals.
You don't know. He's
Yeah.
Mysterio. He's a master of illusion.
Yeah.
I hope there's at least 2.
We've done some before. We've done some Spider-Man. We've done some Venoms. Oh, I thought we'd circle back. Spider-Man's got really good villains, and he's got really silly villains. So I want to challenge you to draw some obscure Spider-Man villains.
Things that are really good and really silly. That sounds perfect.
Wow. All right, this one is on all the lists of like goofy Spider-Man villains, and I didn't touch it last time. Some people told me to do it, so we're gonna do it.
Great.
By popular demand, Nathan,
Yes.
your Spider-Man villain is Big Wheel.
Big Wheel.
I've heard they keep on turning.
Big wheels, they keep on turning.
So it's a big wheel.
The only thing I know about Big Wheels is that the toy that the kids ride on.
Is
Uh-huh.
it's the baby's first tricycle.
Yeah, the front wheel's really big.
Yep.
It's like
I confused that with the Power Wheel.
No, that's
Power
the
Wheels.
electric.
You're thinking of the rich kids toy.
You're
Yeah.
right.
I never.
Pow pow power wheel. Like
Yeah.
You get
Okay.
to
Did
learn
did you
how
know
to
anyone who had
drive.
power wheels growing up?
I had a Power Wheel.
Oh,
I had one.
Jiminy.
I had one Power
Wow, rich boy over
Wow,
here.
you had
Congrats.
4. You
I
had
had
4-wheel drive power
One
wheels.
Bigfoot Power Wheel that I drove
Did you have the
Bigfoot.
Jeep?
in the yard. It was like a monster truck.
It was a monster truck.
I'm
Yeah.
just. I'm
Big-
just.
big
It did
trying-
not go very quickly.
You made me draw. You made me draw a bicycle, Tristan.
What do you mean?
I
well,
don't.
it could just be one big wheel.
Yeah, it
Nathan.
could
You don't
be.
have to draw a bike.
Okay, that's a
You
good
know.
point.
You don't have to draw a
What's
bike.
describe Big Wheel?
Okay. So,
You already this circle shape is garbage.
Almost a square.
Not your best work.
I don't.
circles are the true villains.
Oh
This is about as close to a circle as I get when I draw eggs.
yeah. This is.
This circle needs some more like the pressure's off on this circle.
Yeah, he needs to pump that guy up a little bit.
Yeah. Let's get a
Big Wheel
little pump going.
his real name is Jackson Wheel, Weele.
Oh, of
because
course, that
of
real
course it
last
is.
name.
He was a like a shitty businessman. He's like a side villain. So all this time, like in this Spider-Man arc, I think it's like in like making Spider-Man like 186, let's say. It's in there. And so Spider-Man's fighting this dude named Rocket Racer, who I don't know why we're not doing right now because he rides around on a rocket
You picked
powered
it.
skateboard. Look.
You picked it.
Look. The public picked it. Let's just say that.
All right,
How
we're
about that?
getting
Question.
pumping
Okay,
up this
yeah.
wheel.
That kid from Captain Planet,
Wheeler.
Wheeler, what
Yep.
was his first name?
Joey.
So we have
Hey,
Joey Wheeler
Yug.
and
No,
who's
that
this?
wasn't him.
Joey's a Yu-Gi. Joey Wheeler's a Yu-Gi-Oh. That was a Yu-Gi-Oh.
It was a joke,
So
you
wait.
guys.
Karina
that-
isn't even on this episode.
So wait, we gotta. Is this okay? Big Wheel. Is it?
Big Wheel.
Is it from mid-90s?
No, it's earlier than that. I think it's 70s.
Oh, okay.
It could be.
I just wanted to know what the fascination was with the name Wheel in the 90s.
I don't know.
There's a lot
wheels
of it.
wheels were in.
Wheels were
Not
in.
like
Wheels
today.
were in, yeah. They were hot.
This is a perfect.
They were big.
Uh huh.
Oh,
Yep.
oh yeah, I need
And
to
they
make
were
this.
fast.
Need to make this bigger because
Uh-huh.
it is Big Wheel.
It's big
Okay.
wheel.
And
So
to show scale, this will actually be
Small pump.
small pump, big wheel.
Well, it's a normal pump.
regular
But the wheel's just so
regular pump.
all right. So the deal with Jackson Wheel is that he was doing some side business with Rocket Racer.
Mm-hmm.
and he paid Rocket Racer to get some dirt
So he's a
out of the
businessman.
way, so he could freely embezzle his company.
Sure.
And then Rocket Racer's like, "Hey, here's all the evidence except for this part. You need to give me more money." He's like, "No, what? I don't wanna." And so he goes over to the Tinkerer. We all know the Tinkerer.
We all
Right.
know the Tinkerer.
Yeah.
Of course. He's like, "Hey, make me a suit or something, so I can fight Rocket Racer." And so while Rocket Racer's minding his own business, like fighting Spider-Man, Big Wheel comes on in and says, "Hey, beep beep, Big Wheel here." And he sort of like crashes the party and becomes like a weird third party. And so this is from the wiki. The Tinkerer created a giant armored mono wheel outfitted with machine
Armored.
guns and rocket launchers.
So is he like that dude from Twisted Metal? Do you remember that dude from Twisted
Yeah,
Metal?
with the
Axel?
Axel, who's covered. He had like 2 wheels.
Yeah, his arms were
His
in the
arms were in
wheels,
there,
and he just
yeah.
kind of T-posed
He-
with 2 big wheels and drove around
no
like
animation
that.
you don't need there. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it was a smart design choice.
Uh-huh.
I just remember at the end of Twisted Metal 2, if you beat it with him, his like ending is that to get out of his wheel, he just rips off his own arms and then
Oh.
walks into the sunset.
How does he
Wow.
rip off his arms?
You
Just
kinda-
like pure force of will.
Oh.
They're probably pretty loose anyway.
Because they're
you know
stuck
what I
in the
mean?
wheel. I don't remember why they're stuck in the wheel, but they definitely are.
Yeah, that's a weird game.
That's a weird game.
See, I was thinking Junkrat.
He's got a wheel on his back. That's
He's
his
got a
friend.
big wheel
Yeah.
that
He does.
makes explode.
Yes. That's also a big wheel.
Mhm.
Yeah.
A lot of good wheels out there.
Noticing some armor that you just put on you just put a medieval knight's helmet.
You said it was an
right up
armored
top.
wheel.
I mean, I did.
and it has machine gun.
Uh-huh.
It has a machine gun with like these things.
It's like the magazine.
The
Yeah.
magazine.
I love the
Comes-
loose suit.
Uh-huh.
Sort of just.
Well, he was a businessman.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure.
That's
You
right.
you said 2 machine guns, right?
said machine
no,
guns
I
and
just said
rocket
machine
launchers.
guns
rocket
plural.
rocket launcher.
So it could be 2 to infinity
okay.
machine
Let's get a
guns.
rocket launcher.
When Tristan said that he was armed with machine guns and rocket launchers,
Mm-hmm.
I immediately pictured, for some reason, the Michelin Man just with a gun. The Michelin Man ain't fucking around anymore.
Well, Michelin Man seems very soft. He's got to protect himself
Yeah.
somehow.
Yeah.
With firearms.
I never got the Michelin Man. What's the deal? What's
He's
going
made
on?
out of tires, I
What's
think.
But
the
he's, like,
deal?
not.
He's like a Stay Puffed.
yeah.
Yeah,
thing.
but then because I think he's made out of like white bicycle tires because there's
Oh.
that commercial where he like takes tires out of his stomach and throws
What
it onto
the
a car.
fuck?
Yeah.
He takes him out of his stomach?
Yeah,
So
I
is
believe
is
so.
he filled with tires?
I think he
Is he
is
tired?
tires.
Okay, but how's he replenish his stock of body? Oh no.
Eats tires, I guess.
Let's go big angry face. When in doubt, put a big angry face on
This
it.
is the big wheel.
Yeah. Okay.
This is
I hate you, Rocket Racer.
yeah.
I've become a big wheel.
I become a big wheel. I gotta get the
I
treads.
shall become a wheel.
Get the treads on this tire a little bit. There we go.
I'll become what I
See.
hated most. Wheels.
Mm-hmm.
Did I do it?
Yes.
You definitely did. 100%.
This
Yeah.
looks like we're staring head on onto a like very angry Thomas the Tank Engine character.
Clickety clack down the track.
Yeah, because again, the way I've drawn it is the wheel would roll this way.
Yeah.
It would go and so the head would just spin. He can't
Yeah.
see where he's going.
No, and
It's
It's like
also
a
like
spinning hubcap.
Yeah.
I feel like he's gonna get bumped on the head with his helmet every time.
Yeah, the helmet's gonna really limit the amount of spinning that he can
and
do.
The guns and the suit.
And I also feel like he wouldn't be able to roll very well because of the weaponry that he's
Yeah.
got positioned that way.
But he is a big wheel.
No one can take that away from
I'm gonna
you.
look him up.
Yeah, let's see.
Big
We got Big Wheel here.
Let's try.
Oh
Let's get
my
some
God.
big wheel right here.
This
He's like a dude in a hamster wheel.
That's fun.
it's like a Ferris wheel.
That looks like fun. That looks like a fun carnival ride.
It looks like something out of American Gladiators or something. You know?
Yeah.
Blazer's getting in the big wheel.
Aw, I like
They
him.
were all named Blazer back then. He's just having a good time.
I have nothing negative to say about this design. This is everything I want from a supervillain.
Yeah.
A supervillain.
I'm sorry I made it so silly.
If you just knocked him on his side, though, he'd be done for.
I mean,
Oh, there is a change.org petition to add Big Wheel to the Spider-Man video game.
wow,
Good.
finally.
People are really
put to
aiming for the
good
kind of
use.
change we need.
Thank you.
Number 1, Game of Thrones Season 8, redo it. Number
Redo
2, Big Wheel.
Get
Let's
Big
do
Wheel
it.
in the game.
Number 3, climate change.
Eh.
We'll get to it after Big Wheel.
If we get to it, yeah. Let's get Big Wheel, though. That's a priority. Someone else draw.
Yeah, that's me probably.
Jacob, okay, so we've got your villain coming up here. We've got some word up on high. We need better thumbnails. We need them juicy. We need what the internet wants, okay?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I dug
no.
deep, and I found something for the thumbnail for us, okay?
Great.
It's not going to be Big
Jacob.
Wheel?
It's not Big Wheel. Jacob, your super attractive, approachable, marketable villain is Ninja Venom.
Ninja Venom.
Ninja Venom.
That sounds like a shirt I'd find at a Hot Topic during
Yeah.
my teens.
I don't want to draw another Venom.
You're doing it.
I've already drawn I drew a Hulk, Skull Hulk,
You're lucky
Red
I
Venom.
didn't give you a shitty teen.
Ninja Venom could be a shitty teen. It sounds like
Ninja
something a teen
Venom
would come
is
up with.
absolutely a million people's gamer tag already.
Yeah.
It's got some XX on
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I think I've seen it while playing Dauntless. It's Ninja Venom 420.
He is from the mangaverse. The manga. I'm gonna say manga. I'm gonna say it wrong.
You should say
for the
manga.
duration. No, I'm not gonna.
Why
do
don't you
that.
just say manga?
Why? Because my mouth doesn't work that way.
You said it before.
When? Name one time that I said manga. Name one time.
Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
The manga-verse continuity is different, and it kind of follows these Japanese Spider-Man comics from the 70s a little bit. Basically, Peter Parker is part of the Spider Clan. There's some falling out between him and also Ben Parker is Venom's dad, and also
What?
What's happening?
So they're cousins?
they're cousins. Yeah.
Okay. So wait,
question mark?
who is Venom?
We are Venom.
Okay.
We are all Venom.
We are
I
all
think.
Venom.
Yep.
Right.
Of course. So what? Does he still have the symbiote?
Well, the symbiote comes in the form of like a special amulet.
Oh, cool.
That is passed down. Separately, the Venom symbiote appears as a black liquid. This is from the wiki. Released from a cursed amulet. The symbiote draws energy from the amulet's wearer, which can be fatal after prolonged exposure. The wearer's strength and agility are increased, and his or her ability to control their own violent urges is reduced.
Okay. So it's the same shit.
It's the same shit, but it's an item.
Yeah.
An
Yeah,
amulet.
it's a drop.
But yeah, it's an amulet. Okay. Does he have one of those like Tengu noses?
I mean,
One of
you
those,
tell me.
One of those demon noses?
You
He
tell
does
me.
now.
Why not?
I think he does. I'm going to give him like demon eyes.
Wow.
Cool.
I think you've drawn Donald Duck.
Oh, you're really
Or
really juicing
or
up this
Daffy.
thumbnail, huh?
Yeah, this is going to be very good for the thumbnail.
People are gonna love.
They're gonna see
my
this-
favorite.
They're going to see this
Tengu
and
Spider-Man.
know that this is a Spider-Man villain.
This is for the thumbnail.
This is for the thumbnail.
You know what kids love? Angry Donald Duck.
Nope.
Angry Daffy Duck.
Well, I think, Big Wheel maybe back in the running for the thumbnail now.
Well, look, he's got like one of the demon.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so it's supposed to be sexy.
Okay.
I'm getting rid of it. I'm
No,
getting
you
rid
don't
of
need
the
to
no.
get
I'm
no,
getting rid of it. I'm
no,
getting
no,
rid of it. It's
no.
gone.
No, come on.
Wow, that's just for the That's just for the viewers.
Yeah.
Well, what are they doing if they're not viewing the episode?
Looking at the thumbnail.
I'm
So
gonna give
it's
him
not
a,
going to be in the thumbnail.
I'm gonna give him a bandana
Okay.
to cover his mouth,
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
and maybe the bandana's got like some teeth on it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh, like that one
like Venom's mouth.
like
do.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You said he's sexy. Did you say he's sexy?
I didn't say that. It
I'm
is
pretty
Venom,
sure
so
you
there's
said-
there's some. It's Venom, so there's a long tongue and there's
No,
goo.
you said
so take it-
attractive. You said attractive.
I said as far as marketability. That's
Yeah,
the context I
people-
was working from.
People
Ninjas.
love the Venom.
Yeah.
They love ninjas.
Yeah.
You doing a little sultry over the shoulder?
Yeah, we're gonna do an over the shoulder peek.
Very nice.
I want like sexy, sassy, sultry.
Yeah, all the things
Ninja
that
Venom.
Venom and ninjas
That Venom and ninjas are.
and do. I do like the teeth on the bandana. That's real fun.
Thank you. And then I'm just gonna basically do like a Mortal Kombat ninja outfit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause what? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know anything.
What are some of the battles that he and Peter have in the mangaverse?
Well, there's also like
in the mangaverse.
because so Venom is the one that kills Uncle Ben.
Oh, okay.
He's his dad, and he's mad about Dad.
Oh no.
Mad because Dad, as they
Wow.
say.
Mad because dad.
Get the old-
That's really good, Tristan.
I want that as one of those like back window stickers on my truck.
Yeah.
just mad because dad.
Mad because
It's
dad.
just a picture of Gohan.
Why is that guy?
World's worst anime dad.
Venom eventually died and then came back, and he had like more control over the amulet, and he was also blue. With the amulet, Venom can transform
it's
into
doing
a
a little-
more monstrous appearance with fangs and can encase himself in samurai-like armor.
Oh hell
Project-
yeah.
That's not a ninja, that's a samurai.
I am not finished. Project tentacles like ninjas do, and transform arms into blades, just like ninjas.
Transform arms into blades. Okay, so this arm's gonna be a blade.
Okay, which one's gonna be a tentacle?
None.
No tentacles,
No
huh?
tentacles.
Just because he can doesn't
Uh-huh.
mean he has
Doesn't mean
to
he has
all
to.
the time.
Uh-huh,
He's
okay.
living his own life.
All right.
So this one over here is a blade.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good transform. That's a thick blade.
You know, I
Yeah.
didn't specify it. It's actually just Blade the Vampire Hunter.
Oh,
One arm transforms into blade. The vampire hunter. It's like a thick katana. He does
Yeah.
his chopping with.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And he's got the cut-off ninja shirt.
Jacob,
Yeah.
We've never drawn a more accurate ninja on the
I
show.
love
We got
this.
that booty.
Yeah.
we
It's
got
poppin'.
we got the
It's
booty
poppin'.
popping.
Yes.
And I think, of course,
Yes.
one leg out.
Yes.
One thighs though. Yeah.
I mean, you're doing all that running and leaping and kicking.
You gotta
as a
have
ninja.
strong legs for that.
Ninja thighs.
Yeah, let's really muscle up these legs, jorts.
Got it.
for stealth.
Stealth jorts.
Stealth
well, you
jorts.
need to have like mobility.
Right.
Mhm.
A lot of mobility.
Shorts allow for a lot of mobility and kicks.
Back pockets.
Yeah, back
Oh yeah, and
pockets.
storage.
What are you gonna keep
gotta
your-
be able to store your shuriken and kunai
Yeah, of course.
in your jorts pockets.
Am I back in the running for thumbnail?
You've taken it.
I imagine-
There's no run. The big wheel is out. Big wheel, sit down if you can. I don't know how you function. I really didn't think much about it in terms of design of a character. I more just drew a face on a gross lumpy wheel because
You sure did.
you know.
I mean, honestly, what else does he need? Anything? I want some,
he
like,
wields chakrams. Is it too late to say chakrams? And pole arms. Does that help? Is that helpful?
Where am I
Chakrams.
gonna fit a chakram right now?
I don't know. It's not I'm not here to draw.
That's true.
Someday.
I think he's just done.
I think he's just done. That's good. Yeah.
Get some because he just like this is like one of those
Ow.
poses where like you walk forward and then you spin around. Bang!
It is a JoJo pose, right?
Yeah. I mean, the arms aren't doing quite as crazy
Okay,
as a
yeah.
JoJo pose.
His arm
but
is just like a huge knife. It's not really
Yeah.
JoJo.
This
Yeah.
is great.
Ninja Venom. Bang!
You think if you do a JoJo pose, he'd like poke out one of his eyes on accident?
I like this guy. I think I did it good.
You did very good.
Look up Ninja Venom.
Let's
Look
see
up-
what Ninja Venom
Look
actually
up
does.
manga versus Venom too. Oh, there he is.
Is this one?
That's one of them. He's blue.
What? He has like he looks like the genie from Aladdin.
He looks
There you
like,
go. That's the one with the samurai armor. And
Okay.
he's got a pole arm.
That's pretty rad.
There you go.
I
Pauldrons.
didn't expect these colors.
You didn't expect pauldrons?
I didn't expect this art style either.
That's the mangaverse.
There's a lot I didn't expect. This doesn't look like
That's
manga.
Hellboy.
This is not what manga
that is-
looks like.
Have you ever read one, Jacob? Name one manga you have read.
I'm reading manga all the time. I've seen manga.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't manga.
Mm-hmm.
This looks like some 90s American stuff.
He's pretty good.
He's pretty good.
He looks like Blue Kratos.
He looks like Blue
Yes, he
Kratos.
does.
He,
He looks
doesn't
like-
look like a ninja at all. Unlike mine, which
Yours
does.
is very good, barring some unforeseen turn of events
with Julia's
with
drawing.
Julia's drawing.
Mm-hmm.
Ninja Venom gonna be in the thumbnail.
Oh,
He's
of
going to be the
course.
thumbnail.
Gotta be.
Gotta be.
Julia, you ready to do yours?
Yeah.
All right, let's swap.
All right, when I'm looking up stuff on going down big wiki holes and everything, sometimes I see a name and I know it's specifically for one person.
Yep.
And I saw the name of this Spider-Man villain, and I thought that's Julia, obviously.
Cool.
She has
Cool.
she has to draw Fancy Dan.
Fancy Dan.
You really
Fancy
upgraded from just a guy named Joe to Fancy Dan.
Oh, she's going fast. Tristan.
Oh, shit.
More quickly.
We're getting cheekbones. We're getting
I'm getting in. I'm
jaw.
going in.
Fancy Dan has a strong jawline.
Fancy Dan, a.k.a. Daniel Brito.
Daniel
from
Burrito?
Brito.
Burrito.
It's what you
That's
used
how they call it in the South.
That's how you say it.
Can
when
I
you're
get a burrito?
When you're,
Can I
when
get a
you're hurry.
burrito, please?
Can I get one of those fancy burritos?
Can I get one of those fancy Dan burritos?
You do call it a Dan burrito.
Yeah.
Give me one of those damn burritos.
That's when you're in a hurry and in the South
yeah.
and a little bit angry.
Not to be confused with those Goldern burritos.
Yeah, that's different. That's different.
That's when those have been in the microwave too long and someone else needs to use it.
Get that Goldern burrito out of the... Get that Dan burrito out of the microwave. Good.
It's good. It's good that we are talking in Southern accents because Daniel Brito is from Brooklyn, New York.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, yes, the South of New York.
I mean that's definitely Staten Island, right?
Yeah.
The fanciest place.
It's good that everyone else gets what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So he's kind of like in a lot of ways, Fancy Dan is a regular kind of street tough,
Mm-hmm.
a henchman, if you will.
Okay.
He worked for the Enforcers with other men named Montana and Ox.
Yeah, those are
Um,
good enforcer names.
Yeah.
This is like, I want to say Fancy Dan was like Stanley, Steve Ditko era. Fancy Thug Man.
Here comes Fancy Daniel.
This is Puri Puri Prisoner.
This is Puri Puri Prisoner from One Punch Man.
Oh, I don't think I got to that episode.
You would know if you had.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so he's a street tough.
Uh-huh. Let's see. He gets defeated pretty easily by Spider-Man. He's also dated Squirrel Girl at one point.
Whoa.
Wow.
He just went
What a
on
get.
one date.
Just one on
as
one
far as I
date.
know.
Okay.
It didn't work out. They didn't click.
Well, yeah, a street tough and
They-
a superhero probably aren't gonna.
I like to think that they remain friends.
That's nice.
You
Well,
know?
yeah, Squirrel Girl seems pretty friendly.
They watch each other's Instagram stories and it isn't weird. So it's fine.
That's about the best you can ask for sometimes.
I can tell you about his abilities.
Okay.
Does he become
powers.
but he becomes his own villain at some point. What's his when does he make the transition from just regular henchman to someone named Fancy Dan?
Well, he's a regular henchman that they've all got names because Montana's name isn't Montana. It's Jackson Bryce. And Ox is named Raymond Bloch. Bloch. I like to think that's Scottish. Bloch.
Okay, so this is just a henchman, but you like the name so much.
I like the name so much.
Julia
He's got
to
a real
draw him.
attitude and all the material that I've seen him in.
Okay.
He's also in the Spectacular Spider-Man cartoon, where he is played by Phil LaMarr,
Oh, great.
who you might know as Samurai Jack,
Yeah, Phil
as
Lamar, legendary voice.
legendary voice
voice
actor,
actor,
as
and-
Marvin, Pulp Fiction, all that stuff.
And Mad TV cast member.
Right, that too. Mad TV, top of the list.
He's had a career.
Yeah, definitely. And in that cartoon, he teams up with, wouldn't you know it, the Tinkerer.
Wow, the Tinkerer just keeps
Gets around.
showing up,
Yeah.
making wheels, making large wheels.
He's
for
always,
people.
he's always like a gadget man and never the villain. You know what I mean? Except
Why-
for in Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, where he is like basically the main villain of the game.
I have a question.
Spoilers.
Why Fancy?
Yeah, what's fancy about it?
Well,
What's fancy
he's very smooth. People find it hard to like get at him.
Okay.
Because
He's always holding on to his guns and never lets anyone touch his guns because he feels very fancy about them.
He has fancy guns?
He has fancy
Uh,
guns.
Sure.
Or just normal guns?
He just fancies his
Or he
gun.
fancies
Fancies his
his
gun.
guns.
Yeah.
He's more just like he fancies a lot of stuff.
His strength level is described as such on the wiki.
Okay.
Daniel Brito possesses the normal human strength of a man his age, height, and build, who engages in intensive regular exercise.
All right.
Okay. Strong guy who's got enough of a personality that he's been able to carve out a name for himself.
Does he fight Spider-Man?
Yeah, he does. He's part of the enforcers.
He gets his butt kicked by
He's a-
Spider-Man a bunch, I
Yeah.
guess.
Does this dude have hair?
That's up to
Tristan
you.
did say he was smooth.
Smooth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So, you know.
I'm gonna keep
Mr.
him
Clean
bald.
It Up.
Yeah.
He's
Okay.
probably-
beautiful.
It's probably easier. Do you find it easier as an artist to draw someone bald?
No.
Yes. Oh.
Well, I like
No.
We have differing opinions.
What's easier about hair?
I think with hair, you don't have to draw like a good head shape
Uh-huh.
because it's all underneath the hair.
Uh-huh.
For me personally,
Okay.
I have a hard time with like figuring out how tall or wide the head should be under there
Sure.
if it's bald.
Yeah. If it's hair, it's like whatever.
How much head is supposed to be here? It looks too crazy if it's too big. It looks crazy if it's too small.
Mhm. Uh-huh.
So it's easier for me to do hair.
Right.
I think I just want him in like a V t-shirt, like a
Sure.
low V.
Yeah, he's been to the Gap.
Yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think he's got?
Well, that's a low V.
Wow.
That's a low
That's
V.
a fancy, yeah. Now that's a fancy Dan.
We got a couple sassy characters in a row here.
Yeah.
Ninja Venom and Fancy Dan going out on the town together.
I didn't know, I think Big Wheel, maybe I could have developed the depth of that character beyond just sort of angry face inside of a gross looking like cronut,
Mhm.
basically.
These guns are enormous.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Very
yeah.
large guns.
They're big old 6-shooters.
They're like, I'm pretty sure Jim Carrey used these in The Mask.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I want like, well, first of all, he needs this.
Yeah, he needs the sparkles.
Does it help if he's for me to say that he's an expert in knife throwing? Is that of any use to you? I like to throw in like vital details, like right at the last minute.
He's an expert in knife throwing, but he does have. You did say he had guns that he doesn't
does.
like people touching.
Correct.
Oh, there's a knife in his mouth.
Oh, he can throw it with his mouth.
Oh.
Very
It's a
cute.
strange knife,
It's a throwing knife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
if you insist.
And I do.
we
Thank
do.
you.
As with
I
many
will
of
take your
our
word for it.
drawings on this show, if we insist that something is a thing, then we all agree that that's what that is.
It is definitely true.
Yep.
Just a tidbit. This isn't going to be helpful,
Okay.
but in the Earth X universe from the wiki, Fancy Dan had mutated to being invisible except for his mustache.
His mustache. Oh my!
Can you imagine just a mustache like floating there?
This guy's definitely Southern. Look at him. Come on down to Fancy Dan's Burritos. I'll
does-
shoot you up a spicy one.
This does look like a logo for a restaurant I would look at and be like, I don't know if the food is good, but I am intrigued.
Just as
Yeah.
if they're like really bad or like really good.
Yeah.
And it's not in between.
It'd be like a neighborhood staple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, do people go here because the food is good or just because there aren't any other options and it's got this fun gentleman?
Let's get these gold-earned tourists out of Fancy Dan's.
Get him out of Fancy Dan's.
Eating
Fancy
all
Dan's has changed.
Those burritos aren't the same no more.
Ever since Fancy Dan left Fancy Dan's, those burritos have been the same.
I'm glad we're sticking with the jorts and thick legs.
Oh yeah.
For these.
But this dude's wearing cowboy boots. How do I draw cowboy boots at this
you
angle?
don't have to. You're gonna.
I'm gonna.
It's not easy to get in this position if you're wearing a cowboy boot.
No, you
That's true.
don't
Pretty
have a lot of
rigid.
ankle mobility in a cowboy boot.
Yeah.
Which is, I think, by design.
Yeah.
But this
You know what?
that's
No
not
cowboy
gonna
boots
that's
then.
not gonna stop Fancy Dan.
Put a pair of cowboy boots sitting nearby like he took them off.
He took them off
To
to
do this
get to do
pose.
the pose, and then
Yeah.
then he puts them back on for when he goes out on his horse. Does he-
Question mark?
Mm-hmm.
He's got a motorcycle with a horse head on the front.
Oh, that's fine. But it's just one
a
of those.
steel horse he rides.
Yeah.
It's one of those like floppy rubber horse masks that he just sort of has draped
Yeah.
over.
The ones for like $13 from Amazon.
Just flops in the wind.
Yeah, but it's on his motorcycle.
To draw that,
Yeah, sure.
Draw one entire motorcycle.
That'll be in the part 2 of this episode specifically, is me just trying to do that. Okay.
Okay, so he's barefoot underneath the boots.
Oh,
no,
yeah.
No socks.
I need to raise these up.
About to say one leg of those jorts is a lot longer than the other, huh?
Yeah.
Well, he cut him off himself with his expert knife throwing skills.
He shot them
shot
off.
him off. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
These are my hand shot jorts.
Oh, good. Yeah, there you can see the. Julia, the speed at which you're able to incorporate our bullshit into your drawings is always impressive to me.
there you go.
I like how he should have no legs. Cause Fancy Dan shot these off while
He was wearing. It's like, Dan, don't you think it'd be better if obviously it'd be better if you weren't shooting. You just used some sort of scissors.
What's that? I can't hear you.
I don't reckon so.
If you're gonna be shooting, you probably don't want to be. Oh, you're just bleeding. I'm gonna go back to the restaurant. make those burritos.
You do that.
Oh boy.
Well, here you go.
This one is Fancy Dan's tiny leg. Compared to that
Oh,
other.
yeah. Well, yeah.
Well, it's in relief. It's going back.
We got to
There it
get it out
goes.
there.
There you go.
There it goes.
Okay, there
We got to match thigh length here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thigh length and girth.
When he stands up, he towers.
But he rarely stands up
rarely
because he shot his legs.
Shot his legs while making his
Got-
jorts.
Just got so many bullets stuck in there. Oh man.
Okay, here you go. Fix that real hasty.
I love him.
So
This
do
is
I.
A
I
very
want-
silly drawing.
I want Fancy Dan in a Spider-Man movie.
I want Fancy Dan in Smash.
I want Fancy Dan in Smash.
Pretty sure you could make that. There's a me you could.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
you
could
make-
absolutely make a me. Would he be a gunner?
Yeah, of course.
I would have to. Is there a knife wielder?
There's a sword. There's
Yeah.
sword boy.
No, he'd be a gunner. Somebody make a Fancy Dan me and then send us the image, please.
You're just asking, please labor for us.
That's what we do now.
Yeah, I said it in a Drawfee Beans.
Mm-hmm.
Our community is our interns now,
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
We make
And-
requests,
but also we're their interns.
we get what what
Okay.
we pay
All right.
for.
because they make requests of us and we have to do it.
Yeah.
That's fair.
It's a mutual intern relationship.
Uh-huh. Sounds
Yeah.
very healthy.
It's really healthy.
Uh-huh.
They love it.
What are the benefits like?
I get to
Friend-
see fun photoshops that I
friendship.
request.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
A sense of community in
you
an
bring those to the
otherwise
dentist?
desolate internet landscape.
You bringing those to the doctor when you've got to get some blood
Yeah,
taken?
I show them the memes.
Yeah, you show them memes. You're like, this checks out.
And they're like free of charge.
We take your insurance.
Yeah.
In form of memes.
These are some quality custom memes. Handcrafted, bespoke.
Let's look him up.
He's just a guy.
He's just a guy.
He's
This
just
is
a
a
guy.
dude with a straw hat.
And the top left, that's
He's
the.
posing this one. He's
The
like,
one
"Hey."
time I was supposed to draw a suit,
Just a normal dude in
I
a
thought
suit.
you would draw a suit because I said Fancy Dan.
I was trying to branch out. And look where it's gotten me. Give me an
Daniel?
egg, I put a suit on it. Give me a fancy man, I put him in a low V shirt and cut off jeans.
I'm just proud of all of us for not making any Damn Daniel references
Oh,
while
wow.
Julia was
I
drawing.
wasn't
Did-
even thinking about
Did
it.
not even occur to
Until
me.
you
Were-
said it.
Were
Well,
you restraining yourself this whole time?
Tristan did make some Bon Jovi jokes.
He
Yeah,
did.
that's okay.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Those are circled back a couple times. I think.
You know when you make a Bon Jovi joke, they call it a Bon Jokey.
And that's going to
Wow.
do it for us.
Okay, circled the other way around.
Wow. Well, that's
Bon Jokey.
we are far from home
Again?
again. We're far
You
from
did that joke.
the beginning of the episode. Let's end it. This has been Drawfee. Leave a suggestion of what you want to see us draw next time. Let us know if you like the video. We always appreciate a good old "I like this video" comment.
You gotta tell them to ring the bell, right? That's
Yeah,
what
you got to ring the bell. That's
Uh-huh.
how you get that's how you circumvent the system is you ring the bell. If you
Yeah.
subscribe, that's great.
YouTube doesn't want you to know about the bell. Don't press it.
We're sorry.
Sorry.
Bon Jokies.
I'm sorry.
Hello, friends. If you enjoyed that episode of Drawfee, you should know that the best way to support us is to sign up for Dropout. For less than the cost of a very mediocre sandwich per month, you will get access to Drawfee videos a week early. You can talk to us on the Discord, and also there's exclusive series you can watch like Nathan's very own Cartoon Hell and Dimension 20. If you're interested, sign up at dropout.tv for a free trial, and I will put you on my list of very good boys, which I read every night before bed, and I give individual kisses to each name on the list.